for doing this, Evan. Thomas says you're the best notary in the business.
It's my pleasure tree. So what is it you want me to drum up?
So this guy named Tom Grossi is being a little cocky after he fluked his way to a win on our podcast. But I know how to get him back. And it involves a little something called head and shoulders.
A bit of an odd request, but I think we can come up with something. Just point me in the right direction.
Dear Head and Shoulders, there's a fine individual by the name of Tom Grossi that is a huge fan of your product. You think you can hook him up with a few samples to make his luxurious hair even better? He's getting a little flaky with the Aaron Rodgers situation.
I'll kill you.
Like Scotty Miller on Kevin King, you will be burned if you try.
The only burning that will occur is your eardrums, as they are rained down upon like napalm with an entire hour of Antonio Brown rapping.
By the way, it will burn a hell of a lot less than witnessing Dom Capers' defensive play calling.
Seemed to do just fine in Super Bowl 45.
Didn't know Mendenhall's fumbling problem had anything to do with Capers.
Did Mendenhall throw those 2 interceptions too?
How many did Favre throw in crucial drives again? I can't tell. Seems to be a giant issue I have.
If we're going to start comparing QBs, you're going to have to give me a minute to pull up Ben's arrest records.
That record is somehow larger than Brett Favre's member.
We both know records don't matter. Otherwise, you wouldn't have lost to the team that got beat by Chad Henne.
That's funny. I don't remember you saying that when you got crushed by the team that went on to commit the greatest choke in NFL history.
I was just trying to keep it relevant, but I understand that the Steelers don't have too much of that these days.
That's funny for a team that is only relevant due to a luck run of franchise QBs that they've mostly wasted. I should buy a share of Packers stock next time it's on sale to use as toilet paper.
I would make a "you can't reach your own ass" joke, but I want to be sensitive since you reached so much for Najee Harris.
That's funny. I don't remember you saying this when you traded up to pick a QB when you had massive holes on the roster to begin with. But that corner you drafted is really, really fast, right?
Yep, almost as fast as the Browns-Steelers game was over. Almost.
I'd rather die quick than slow. Aaron Rodgers getting traded to the Broncos is really dragging its feet. I'd really hate it if he didn't play this season. Your misery will be as golden as the Packers' colors.
Considering Rodgers being off the team is the only way the Steelers would win, when Ben gets sacked and bursts into dust, please be sure to sweep up Lambeau when you're done. And if you're not sure what a sweep is, it's what you didn't do to the Bengals last season.
Not if Aaron Rodgers becomes a Steeler himself. When Jordan Love enters the field and gets sacked by TJ Watt for the 3rd time, there will only be one thing ringing in his ears. The sound of Treatum. It is a beautiful sound. You should hear it sometime.
Oh, buddy. The best part is we have no idea what we're going to hear when the Packers and Steelers play. We do know what you'll be hearing real soon, though.
We both know that was rigged. It should be a tie, and you know it. Unlike the Packers in the NFC Championship game, you can't tie, only lose.
Lose? You mean like how you lost to someone who has less than half the subscribers that you do? Speaking of sounds, what sound does a Treatum make when it falls?
You know we share a good deal of our audiences, right? The same type of people that will watch Clickbait. You're just jealous because Tominism isn't sustainable. The arms race will wear out and you will be bent at the table to our hypothetical Reagan.
Sharing? Uh-oh. Sounding a little Tominist there. You'll soon come to find that similar to trickle-down economics, Treatum just doesn't work.
Treatum only doesn't work because of saboteurs like yourself. You have infiltrated my ranks to weaken them. I shall install a Department of Homeland Security to protect what is precious to me. Unlike the Packers who chose to pay Aaron Jones over Corey Linsley.
Considering the state of the Steelers' O-line, I gravely question your protection skills.
A Packers fan questioning a team's protection skills? Ironic.
The Steelers and Packers are number 1 and number 2, allowing the fewest sacks last year. Just one of those teams were able to make it past the first round of the playoffs.
One of those teams was also in an incredibly weak NFC North. When you play Detroit, it's an automatic bye week. Perhaps we should remind the audience of the death threats they sent MVS for reasons of a random fumble.
Are you guys still fighting or just talking now? I got lost.
Pretty sure we're dating now.
It's not consensual, Tom.
I respect that. 3 words you'll never hear about the Pirates.
How dare you say that about the Pirates? When I get up from this chair, you're toast!